Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. You know what I mean? Nah, I ain't no fucking MC, man. Fuck out of here. This motherfucking no face the Rambler, you know what I'm saying? And I'm back, man. Yeah, I'm back, you know what I mean? And in this right here, man, this is NYC versus the USA. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna give you a vivid picture, man, of my opinion, my assessment, my outlook of where NYC dropped the ball and why individuals outside of NYC are comfortable and feel that they have some rite of passage to attempt to come to the city and do whatever the fuck it is that they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real, man. Let's have a real conversation here. You know what I mean? But first off, man, you got to understand the major influence of what hip-hop has across the ball, man. And then particularly in the United States. And then particularly in black and brown neighborhoods in the United States. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, hip-hop grew wings and expanded. And who would have thought? Who would have thought that some breakdancing ass kids and some graffiti kids and some DJing ass niggas and a few MCs that rock the party from the Bronx will create something that's so monumental to the point that individuals that speak a whole nother language and have a whole nother culture will rock and adapt to that. You know what I'm saying? But speaking for the 90s generation, man, you gotta understand what hip-hop has done and how hip-hop was a major influence to a lot of individuals outside of NYC, because it gave you a glimpse of what individuals was doing in NYC and basically all over the map. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when hip hop started its early stages, man, from the late 70s to the 80s and the early 90s, man, you know, New York had it and Smash was in the chokehold, man. New York acts was really up and coming and popping, man. And like I said in my previous videos, from individuals outside of NY that was tuning into their local video TV shows, man, they were seeing the LL Cool J's, the Rakims, the Ron DMC's. You know what I'm saying? They were seeing the fuck is that nigga's name, man? Son that made you know, they were seeing the Rob Bass joint. You know, it takes two to make a thing all right. They were seeing the Juice Crew, the BDP joint. You know what I'm saying? The Tim Dog joint. So, as far as individuals from outside of NYC scene, that's the way individuals in NYC was giving it up. Like basically, motherfuckers was just partying and educating and teaching on a day-to-day basis. The crime side and the dark side of NYC really wasn't even put on display like that, but individuals that lived in NYC knew what time it was. You know what I'm saying? They knew what was going on, because to us, that was just our music. You know what I'm saying? Like in Chicago and DC, when they went to party, they had house music. You know, our thing was hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? But we never matched the worlds together. But outside of NYC, individuals couldn't see that, you know what I mean? So that was that picture. However, I want to say 89, 88, you had NWA hit the scene, man, from the West Coast. And they pioneered and created and birthed the sound of what we know as today as. And gangster rap basically mirrored reality rap, which was created out out of the Bronx by the Furious Five. They created the song The Message, you know what I'm saying? And the gangster rap element was so raw that it gave you a picture of what individuals were doing in that LA lifestyle, in that Compton lifestyle, in that scene. So that's what it was, you know what I'm saying? Whereas far as in NYC, we didn't really go off into the street realm of what we were dealing with as far as out in the streets. Everything was more or less partying and dancing, you know what I mean? Break dancing and shit like that. Well, to move along, man, through the creation and the birthing of the gangster rap, you had another surgence, another movement that came out of NYC that was a extension off reality rap, basically. And it produced acts such as Onyx, Wu-Tang Clan, Mobb Deep, the late great Biggie, and various others. The Lost Boys, acts like Group Home, who started to appeal to the street side and the street sense of NYC, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't leave out Kool G Rap because, you know, Kool G Rap definitely had his thing going. But a lot of individuals start moving in unison and basically riding that bandwagon. And it basically led up to once LA street lifestyle and NYC street lifestyle was put on display in a distorted view through what you've seen through your local videos, the rest of the country chose sides, and they chose sides of which they can adapt and they can rock to. And when it came to that gangster shit, LA definitely took the crown, you know what I'm saying? LA definitely took the crown. And however, in NYC, like I said, you know, hip hop and rap was just music. It didn't really mean nothing to the average individual. It was just music, you know what I'm saying? And as fate would have it, egos and prides from coast to coast got in the way. And it was always little sneak dissing bars going back and forth. You know, i.e. NWA camp, and i.e. you know, DJ Quick camp, the Tim Dog camp. Individuals going back and forth, basically trying to spit, you know, who's the hardest and who's the rawest or whatever. So it was always the tone. But it actually got to a point where the coast clashed. And that was due to the drama of Biggie and Tupac, you know what I'm saying? Now, we all know the story about Biggie and Tupac, man. And I mean, you know, whoever in your mind that you think had murdered both of those brothers, man, I mean, that's open up interpretation. You know, was it FBI head? Was it, you know, a record label head? Or was it just some, you know, wild motherfuckers from the streets that did it? I mean, whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, both of them brothers had their lives took. And on a national platform, it appeared as the streets was doing it. It appeared that that was the streets' way of handling that drama. Now, with the robbery and a few months later, the murder of Tupac Shakur was really a shock and a blow, because it let individuals know that if individuals who really weren't in the streets, but you played in the streets, it let you know on a national platform how real the streets can get. And for NYC, it was a shock. It was definitely a shock. But what's really a shocker was the murder of Christopher Wallace, aka Biggie Smalls, man. That was definitely a shock. You know what I mean? That, like, I think it kind of, I'm not going to say caught the city off guard. It knocked the wind out of the city, you know what I'm saying? And when that murder happened, no one knows who murdered the brother. Everything is all speculation. But however, I mean, it's documented fact that the brother was murdered in LA. And I'm talking Biggie, you know what I'm saying? That right there was when NYC, so to speak, dropped the ball. You know what I'm saying? That's where NYC dropped the ball, man. And this is unknown to a lot of NYC cats that rip and run the streets, especially that come from that 90s era, you know what I'm saying? But to cats outside of NYC that were looking in, that's where NYC dropped the ball. That's where NYC dropped the ball, you know what I'm saying? Because what cats outside of NYC, didn't see was no pushback coming back from NY. And what cats outside of NYC began to do was merge the NYC hip-hop scene with the streets of NYC. And they begin to merge those cultures together and that lifestyle together. And that became the overall view of NYC from out of towners' perspective, you know what I'm saying? And from that, after the murder of Biggie Smalls, the fact that cats outside of NYC watched people like Suge Knight and various other who people would try to deem as players in that whole East Coast and West Coast beef pop up and do appearances in NYC, while other rappers kind of, you know, local rappers from NYC hanged and chilled with them. They seen that as a sign of weakness. And the penetration began, you know what I'm saying? The penetration began, you know what I mean? And also, with the murder of Biggie, and out of towners fusing the hip hop realm of NYC and the street realms of NYC together, they also identified the fact that NYC had no unity. Out of towners began to understand that Queens do Queens, Brooklyn does Brooklyn, the Bronx does the Bronx, Harlem does Harlem, Staten Island does Staten Island, and Long Island do their own thing. You know what I'm saying? So that was an opener. That was another door open for penetration to come through. You know what I'm saying? Where it leads all the way up to Trinidad James come through saying what he's saying. Gunplay walking through the streets of NYC saying what he's saying. And a lot of these other no-name rappers as up-and-coming artists just feeling comfortable to come through and say and attempt to do what it is that they feel they want to do. Because they peeped that. And it just wasn't, you know, it just wasn't the death of Biggie and the lack of unity that NYC didn't have. It was also the fact that NYC lost its momentum when it came to the rap shit, you know what I'm saying? NYC had lost its reign and prominence. And the rap game forever changed. And it branched off to other places, you know what I'm saying? And because of that, all these out of towners, man, were able to come to NYC and establish certain strongholds. Certain strongholds in the city as far as what was going on. You know, I'm not a gangbanging in NYC. It's something completely different and it's unrelated, man, because I understand about the gangbanging shit, and I'm not getting off topic, but you know, the gangbanging shit in NYC actually brought the murder rate down because it made alliances with hoods to align themselves with each other. So a lot of beefs were squashed, but new beefs walked up. the murder rate went down because, like I said, individuals were lying. So when the gang shit hit NYC, it didn't have the same effect as LA and Chicago gangs when they went to the South or various other places and they made the murder rate up. In NYC, it was the actual reverse. It went backwards, you know what I'm saying? But however, with the gang situation, man, that was another way for penetration, because you had individuals who was aligning themselves with this card or that card, and they would reach out to a few dudes in NYC and they would latch on to that, and that's how they was able to, attempt to come through and try to do what they do. And a lot of cats outside of NYC seen this behavior being displayed. They seen that everything was in reverse, and it wasn't the same NYC as the 80s. It was the 90s. It was something totally different. So it was a level of comfortability. A level of comfortability where individuals felt that they had the passage or the rite of passage to come through and do what they wanted. And though NYC was going through changes, they attempted to try to gain some national foothold back into the hip-hop scene, but it wasn't happening. And what NYC had failed to realize was that when you go to other cities forming hip-hop music ties and fuse in with their streets, and NYC is separate. And with the out-of-towners, that's how they winning. You see what I'm saying? That's how they winning. And now NYC has attempted to actually see that by way of this weirdo Tekashi 69. And they wising up. And now, this is why I say the resurgence is coming back, because they're starting to unify like how other cities and regions get down. And that's the way it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you an example, man. Give you an example of what I'm talking about. You had made men out of Boston, man. Benzino was the front dude in Boston. You know what I'm saying? Now, Benzino said, yo, look here, man. You ain't performing in Boston, man. It's a band, it's a rap. We hear about you even coming anywhere near the city. Niggas gonna tear you up. Not only the streets of Boston listened and obeyed Benzino's command, but that command went out through the whole state of Massachusetts. Which means if he put a ban on you in Boston, your ass couldn't go to Springfield, Massachusetts, or anywhere else in Massachusetts and call yourself booking a show to perform. It wasn't going to happen. It wasn't going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And NYC wasn't rocking that wave. And that example I just gave you, that's how everybody else outside of NYC, they moved to that rhythm. And NYC wasn't doing it. Too much egos and prides amongst us. Queens niggas on this say, man, yo, dude's a Brooklyn dude. I don't really fuck with Brooklyn niggas. But shit, man, you know what I mean? You got beef with Brooklyn niggas, man. You come to Queens, we'll show you love. And that's basically how the whole tone was set, man, back to back. But with this Tekashi nigga, man, like I said, the street team that he got behind him, on the outside looking in, from my perspective, that's what it seems like right now. That's how these dudes are moving. And that's how they gonna bring it, you know what I'm saying? And that's how they taking it. And I applaud and I salute that. And I mean, don't get it twisted, man. I don't want nobody talking about, nigga, you caping for Tekashi, this old rainbow head, nigga. Nah, I ain't caping for son. I'm caping for my fucking city, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how it's supposed to move, man. The only difference between Tekashi 6ix9ine and all the rest of them little fuck niggas in your city is Tekashi got rainbow hair. Tekashi got rainbow dye hair, man. The rest of you niggas got these little weirdo niggas running around your city, man, who got a national platform, rhyming and shit, doing their little YouTube numbers, Instagram numbers, even got record deals and shit. Niggas weighing like 70 pounds, tatted the fuck up, bird chest, walking around every fucking where. Keep it real. A lot of niggas that's your famous and your uphold famous rappers in your cities look like characters from the Nickelodeon Rugrats show. You know what I mean? And you know it. And y'all niggas is holding them down like a motherfucker. Let's keep it a buck. Let a nigga from anywhere say fuck Lil Yachty and think he gonna go to Atlanta and perform. What you think is gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? What you think is gonna happen, man? Let a nigga say fuck AOKD from Chicago, man, and go to Chicago and perform. What the fuck you think is gonna happen? Though there's video footage, man, YouTube footage of niggas in Chicago beating the brakes off that nigga. But the way they look at it, man, that's our own. That's how we do him. That's just the way it's gonna be. Ain't no out of towner gonna come through our head and think they gonna handle dude the way we handle him. He's ours. You know what I'm saying? Let out of towner nigga diss fucking Jabba Loke from Long Beach. Think he gonna go to Cali. They all riding in unison, man. And that's how NYC has to get on it. And that's the way it appears that these individuals and these brothers are moving, man. And I definitely applaud and I salute that. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Motherfuckers been doing that shit for years and years. Now it's time that we get on it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's time that we get on it. And the time is now. And that's factual, you know what I'm saying? That's factual, man. Because we took a major hit when we lost Biggie. Because a lot of cats from outside the borough of Brooklyn looked at it as a Brooklyn versus LA thing. Not as a California versus New York thing, you know what I'm saying? But in LA and in the state of California, how they looked at it, California versus New York. That's how they looked at it. You know what I'm saying? That was their perception. But it's not ours. That's not ours. It's due to the fact of Biggie being murdered, man. It's the reason when you had a lot of these cats from out of state, man, that felt real fucking comfortable, feeling like they can come through in certain little remote spots of the hoods in NYC and pop shit and do videos talking about they riding in certain niggas' locations and this, that, man. Get the fuck out of here, son. But that's a direct link from the murder of Biggie, man. Cats felt like they can actually penetrate the city. And they were doing it for a very long time. And now we stepping into a time where that shit gotta stop. Where that shit gotta stop. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that it took some rainbow head weirdo to open individuals' eyes up to really see that. But just think about that, man. Snowface the Rambler, man. Hitting you with another one. Leave your comments in the comment section, man. Fuck with me or get the fuck off my channel. Peace.